It seems like every day there's more depressing news about the economy. Gas is $5 a gallon. Raspberries are $8 a pint, which sucks because my backup plan was to fill up my car with smoothie. Now, despite all this, it's inspiring to know that even in these tough times, there are everyday Americans out there who are still able to make it work.
Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner have purchased their own island off the coast of Albania.
It's an unbelievable, beautiful 1,400-hectare private island in the middle of the Mediterranean.
Let's give it up for this couple. I mean, oh, I'm sorry, do you guys not have hectare money? And for those of you who are thinking, hey, before buying a private island, shouldn't billionaires maybe read the room? What you don't understand is the island doesn't have rooms yet. They can't lay the foundation for those rooms until they burn down all those stupid trees, okay? And for the record, Jared and Ivanka aren't scheming real estate moguls going around the world snatching up private islands. This was more of an impulse buy.
We were on a friend's boat, and we stopped for a swim. Effectively, that's how we found it. We swam to the islands. We went on a hike, barefoot all the way up to the top, and we were just captivated.
Oh, yeah. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Been there, done that. Except instead of the Mediterranean, I was swimming in the Hudson River, and the island I hiked barefoot was Staten Island, and instead of buying it, I stepped on a needle and got HPV, but I feel you. I feel you. I just have one follow-up question. Can you make this sound even more out of touch?
You know, it's not even a business for me. It feels more like a challenge than anything else. The culmination of all of my experience in real estate, all of my travel, a lot of reflection on how I want to live, how I think people increasingly are wanting to live, and trying to really build something that's a tangible manifestation of that.
Yeah. Of course, a tangible manifestation of the way. Come on, lady, you're rich and you bought an island. Just say that. Not everything has to be a deep spiritual journey, you know? It's like when you look up a chicken salad recipe and you have to scroll through 9 pages of how the cook's grandparents escaped the Balkan Wars in the back of a donkey cart. So did Nana use paprika or mustard? Which one is it? But of course, I'm kidding. I love Ivanka, and I fully support all of her endeavors. This place sounds like paradise on earth.
The planned 1,400-acre resort will also sit where abandoned bunkers and decaying buildings now stand. But Kushner and Ivanka still face major hurdles, including unexploded landmines and weapons that remain on the island.
If you like pina coladas and unexploded landmines, I mean, there's got to be an easier way to divorce somebody. Ivanka was on that island like, Jared, smile. Hey, a little to the left, more to the left. Hey, hop up and down, Jared. Let's move on from Ivanka to the man whose sperm made her, Donald Trump. He's had a rough week. A judge ordered his name off the Kennedy Center. His concert fell apart, and they canceled the wet t-shirt contest at the reflecting pool party. He was going to win that one, too. The only thing Trump had going for him was the $1.8 billion slush fund he got from the Justice Department. And now there's bad news with that, too.
On Monday, House Speaker Mike Johnson met with Trump to talk about the fund amid GOP backlash. Shortly afterward, CBS News learned the administration planned to scrap it.
What? Are you telling me that instead of just going along with whatever Trump says, members of Congress can actually stand up to him? That they can provide some kind of check and or balance? That's great. It's not as great that he pushed us so far that the check and or balance is not using illegal money to pay pedophiles for storming the Capitol, but still, good on you, Congress. It just goes to show that if you knuckle down and power through, you can do the bare minimum at your job. Yeah. And that should shut up the haters who keep saying the only thing Congress is good at is insider trading. So yeah, Trump's on a losing streak. But as my penis doctor always says, it's never too late to turn things around. Trump could still make a deal with Iran, and he keeps saying they're close, so really it could be any day now.
95 days into this war, and with talks on the brink of collapse, complicating the deal, Israel's incursion into Lebanon, advancing deeper in the region to fight Iranian-backed Hezbollah. Iran threatening to call the talks with the U.S. entirely off.
Wait. Iran is stopping a peace deal with us because Israel is bombing Lebanon? Damn it, Israel. Why do you keep bombing stuff? Is it because we keep selling you bombs? That can't be the reason. There's got to be another reason. But still, this is a disaster. If the peace talks fail, then that means the war is back on. And that means that all the death and destruction and carnage is going to raise gas prices before my big road trip. I was really looking forward to showing my kids all the amazing places in this country where they can watch Bluey on their iPads. The point is, I'm terrified. And I bet Trump must be nervous as hell, too.
President Trump says he doesn't care if peace negotiations are over. Trump said, quote, "I don't care if they're over, honestly. I really don't care. I couldn't care less. If they're over, they're over."
Whoa, you okay, dude? Why do you sound like the Iran deal broke up with you for your best friend? Peace talks weren't even that pretty. Listen, Mr. President, you got to complete these peace talks. Because I think I speak for all Americans when I say we don't want our soldiers overseas in the Middle East. We want them where they belong, defusing landmines on Ivanka's island. Now, Trump, how can you not care about this?
He went on to say, quote, "Frankly, I thought they started to get very boring."
Boring? Boring. Oh, I'm sorry. Is wrapping up the war you started not interesting enough? Yes, peace talks are boring. But guess what? Important things are boring. Like picking up your kids from school. That's why I don't do it. A life hack. The school will just drop them off at your house. They'll tell you they won't do it again, but guess what? They don't want your kids either. But all right, I guess the president couldn't care less about Netanyahu dragging him back into a very boring war.
The president initially said he couldn't care less, but hours later, he was on the phone with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Sources describing the call as tense, with President Trump fuming at Netanyahu over the escalation.
Well. Turns out he only pretended not to care, but he actually did care. Just like me when my penis doctor said it actually is too late to turn things around. Yeah, Kosta's penis. But look, Trump and Bibi have been best friends for a while, so how tense could this call really have been?
Axios reports that Trump said to Netanyahu, "You're f***ing crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your ass."
The president added, quote, "Everybody hates you now."
Damn! Everybody hates you now? The president then added, "Best friends for never." TTYL, talk to you never. It seems that Trump is starting to suspect that Netanyahu might be deliberately derailing the peace talks just to keep the United States in the war. To which I'd like to say, ding, 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 dumbass! Why are we always watching Donald Trump discover shit that everyone else knew this whole time? He had no idea that peace in the Middle East is hard. He had no idea that the Strait of Hormuz is where oil goes through. And now he's like, wait a minute, does anyone else think the international war criminal is kind of shady? This guy was so clueless. This guy was so clueless about Netanyahu, it makes you think maybe he didn't know what Jeffrey Epstein was doing. But Donald, yeah, you guys don't know how to listen to that joke. But Donald, this is a turning point. Are you going to buckle down and commit to ending this war, no matter how boring it is? I know it's tough, but all the world wants is for the chaos to subside and the world to get back to normal, and a peace deal with Iran would be, what am I trying to say?
A tangible manifestation.
That's right, yes, that's right. When we come back, we'll check in on the midterms. Don't go away. Thank you.